Welcome to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes, a program that has been built on flash, excitement, swagger, even once a goal turnover chain. But the fundamentals of this program, substance. We'll have plenty of substance and swagger from the Canes today. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the offense on first down. Leaves it with the running back. Fights off a defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Now on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
At the 45 on his way. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation. Because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together.
It's complete. A huge pickup. And he breaks into the open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field, throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter. I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. The give to the tailback. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They'll run it from the gun. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. He gets a block. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Give to the running back. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This running back in the Miami backfield is deadly because of his speed. He's so elusive. You get the feeling like he could score any single time he has the ball. He gives the offense a lot of balance, but he gives them that home run ability too.
They've got it down to the 32. 1st and 10 coming. The handoff to Johnson. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
Nice run there on 1st down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
And that was a nice second down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw it on 1st down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 20. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Using his legs, it's Donald. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score. Georgia Tech 14, Miami 7.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Carr. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 14, Miami 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Toss sweep right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll give it to Johnson. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
The Canes get enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Gets away from one, finds some space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely difficult.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But you got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Oh, the freshman lucky that one didn't get picked off. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And the Canes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Got 8 on 1st down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. DB's right up on the receivers. On the run, it's Donald. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you can do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clogged.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. A designed run for the quarterback. Open runway ahead. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
How about the explosive play by this offense? Man, it's so nice to have guys you can hand the football off and just watch him work. Watch him do the rest, the speed, making big plays, breaking tackles. Man, is it nice to have an offense with a playmaker like that.
These corners backing off a bit. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. The Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. They'll throw it on 1st down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the returner will be knocked down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Myers to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the wing.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
Now on third down, this offense has been rolling, and the ball is free on the pitch. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
And you can tell that the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan. And the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand. And more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth quarter game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job of getting in the backfield, making it very difficult for him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming, and you don't let that speed get to the outside.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
That's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
It is good! And that lead grows even bigger.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Palmer. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Coming after him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Quarterback will audible. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Going deep. And he's got it inside the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Miami!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hands. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
It'll bounce out of bounds, and they'll spot it at the 40. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Easy. To the air on first down. They're trying to get to it. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route, running all the way across the field. The DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's going to throw deep right side. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. He'll do it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, what a luxury to be able to call a design run to your quarterback and basically let him be a tailback and let him run it in for you. It makes the offense and everything else around him stronger. This QB's just got some good wheels.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jet. They stripped it out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player. But, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are... Really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He wants to throw. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. The Hurricanes are in the hurry-up. The give to the back. Shakes off the defender.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. With jet sweep pass. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
And the Hurricanes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to him. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on 1st down. Running back searching for a hole. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. The quick out. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quarterback keeps it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for the quarterback to go. It couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal.
Get set, get set.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. That is no good. Hoping that a field goal could give you a little bolt of energy, but instead you look up and the scoreboard still says you're down by 17. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. The give to the left side. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Floating away. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He'll take it himself. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the 1st down.
Well, on offense, you've got to love the way your offensive line is playing in this game. They're getting tremendous movement up front. They're climbing in the 2nd level and really giving these backs and ball carriers a lot of room to run all game long.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. And the Yellow Jackets are rolling down the field. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Inside the 45. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quickly complete. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Fast motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Good enough for 10. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Georgia Tech 31, Miami 14.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 18 to Ohio. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Throws for the tight end. Got his man on the right. He's loose. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them. And they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
He's going to pass. Complete in the middle. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pressure coming. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that 1st down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Looking for the score. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, going up top. He makes a grab. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on fourth down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, if you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense set for a first down play. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. With the catch, it's Donald. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Line getting set on second down. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So third and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion. He'll try to do it himself. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And the quarterback's in the pocket, and he decides to take off and scramble and just couldn't get to the first down marker. You could tell he wanted to pass the football. Maybe it wasn't there. Maybe he scrambled a little bit too soon, but usually when you take off, you better know you're going to get close to that first down marker or get it.
And the returner is stopped. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. A really disappointing end to that last drive, David. Getting stopped on fourth and goal, they'll try to regroup.
And I think I'm preaching to my squad right now. Listen, we drove the ball down the field. We didn't just punch it in. Let's put another drive together, Jesse, and this time, let's get some points.
You're right, because there were a lot of positives on that last one. They did a lot of things really well. They just got to do a better job finishing.
Looking to move it through the air. On target to the left. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Canes!
And I tell you what, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The throw to the outside is complete. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go with a direct snap. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game. The defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good, and they'll push that lead out a little further.
Then he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back, getting to the quarterback. I know it's a pass every single time. Palmer, I'm trying to pad my stats. I'm sure you're just trying to stay upright.
Well, we're definitely just trying to stay alive at this point, but you're also trying to build confidence, too, for your next opponent. If you can find some completions late in the game, even though it looks like you're going to lose it, it's all about building on the good things you do this week so that you're out executing at a higher level next time.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
2nd and 10 here.
Get set, get set.
He's looking to throw. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He'll just keep slinging it. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Here we go.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Hurricane! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but a nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll run the option. Now the toss. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Out of bounds at the 3rd and 4. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell.
Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. All